Hello my fellow fly babies, welcome back to the Flylady's 31 Baby Steps Challenge. We are on day 14, which is we're going to be talking about having a calendar. You can use just a regular wall calendar, a desk calendar, you can have a planner, but the idea is that you have something that you keep in a central area that everyone in the whole family can look at. Myself, I actually have a appointment book here, and I actually make videos every single week. I do planning in my planner using stamps. So the Fly Lady mentions that, you know, either use like the stickers, or sometimes there's calendars or planners that come with stickers that already have certain things written on them for you. So if you want to do stickers or stamps or different colored pens to, you know, do things how you want to do it, make it as creative or as minimal as you want. I started using the stamps just because I like the idea that I can just, my handwriting is really bad for one, and then also I can just stamp the same thing, you know, a bunch of times. And within the appointment book, there is a monthly spread and there is weekly that has the time from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, okay? So this is what I like to use. This is what I consider as my planner. This is always sitting on my kitchen counter right there on top of my control journal, okay? So if my husband needs to look at it, he can. Now, when I bought my stamps, my daughter was super excited about it, so she wanted a planner. So I didn't go out and get her a whole a planner like that, but I did get her just one of these bigger calendars. She keeps that in her room. So she used my stamps to put specific things for just her. So what are things that we want to put in our calendar? Why do we need a calendar? Well, if you were to look at mine, I'll take you into mine a little more in a minute here, but you can see a lot goes on, and so we're trying to get this stuff out of our brain, but we're trying to get it on the calendar so we don't miss special things that we didn't want to miss, or we don't double book ourselves for things, right? So that's the main reason we want a calendar, and it really does help just the whole household to go smoothly. So some of the key things we want to put in our calendar are our things personal related to us. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, things like that. The next ones are going to be your schedules, okay? So if you have kids, what are your kids' schedules for school? Do they have specific days that they don't have school? You want to note that in your calendar. Do they have conference days or early release days, things like that? For yourself, if you work or your spouse works, do they have specific days off for the holidays? Also, your activities. Does your child have a field trip coming up? Are they in any type of other activities like sports or anything like that? You want to have that in there. My husband, he acts in an apprenticeship program for work, so I make note on my calendar what days he has an exam, and that helps us in two ways. One, I know he's going to have the car that day, and two, it helps him to know like he needs to study for that exam coming up. Other activities for myself, I signed up for classes at the YMCA, so I put on my calendar what days am I going to the YMCA. I also put on the calendar, we have date night, so the YMCA actually takes our kids for parents' night out, which is something we just started this month. So I make note of date night on our calendar. And then the last thing are like appointments. You have doctor's appointments, or you got a haircut appointment, a dentist appointment, things like that. So these are all things that you want to have in your calendar. You also want to take, you know, anytime you're going to schedule an appointment, look at your calendar first so you don't accidentally double book yourself. Invitations or announcements, things like that. If you get invited to do something, look at your calendar first before you accept it. Decide, you know, do you want to attend it, and then look at your calendar and see if that space is available, and then make sure you put it in your calendar so you don't accidentally double book yourself. So this is really going to help your whole family, because you're going to know where everybody's got to be, when they got to be there. You're not accidentally going to miss somebody's birthday, or you're not going to miss an event. You're not going to double book yourself and feel like, oops, you know, what did I do? So calendars are extremely important, even if you at least at the bare minimum have the monthly spread. Now within the Flylady system, we're going to start daily focuses, or like a weekly routine. So once a week, you are gonna have it as your planning day. Some of the Fly Ladies call it their plan and play day. Some call it their desk day. So it kind of just depends on, you know, what you want to do. I try to do all of our planning on the same day. So I do our budget on Thursdays because I have access to my husband's pay stub. He gets paid every Friday. So I started just making that my overall planning day. So I try to look at the calendar if I need to schedule out the next month, or if I'm scheduling out my week. I do that on Thursday. Then I do our budget on Thursday, and I do meal planning on Thursday. So if you saw, I kind of give you a tour of my control journal. I have just like a master shopping list on there. So I can go through and just make my shopping list on that day as well. So that's my planning day. If you're familiar with the Fly Lady system and you're following it with her, let me know in the comments below what day is the planning day within the Fly Lady world. Like I said, mine's Thursday. Are you following along with the other 31 baby steps? Have you gotten dressed to shoe? Is your sink still shining? Have you spent 2 minutes cleaning a hot spot, 5 minutes doing a room rescue? Have you done 15 minutes of decluttering today? Have you found one of the Fly Lady missions? We talked about missions yesterday, so I gave you, we went through the different missions that you could do this week, so let me know in the comments if you're gonna do another one today. Have you picked out your outfit for tomorrow? If you haven't done all those things, make sure you're still doing them. We're trying to build upon new habits. So if you have to, you can always go back to the first habit of shining your sink and focus on that one for a while, and then add on and add on. For myself, for the whole month here, I'm kind of just going through all of these habits for you and kind of showing you how I'm keeping up with them a little bit. I will be making, once we're done with all the 31 baby steps, I will make a whole separate video showing you exactly how I incorporate these baby steps into my morning routine and my evening routine, so you can get an idea about that. Then we're gonna move on to our home blessing hour, our zone cleaning, our weekly focuses, and all of that. So stay tuned for those. Like I said, we're on baby step 14 today. So this is January. I made this, you know, with you guys. So I have different stamps, and I have it based on different colors. So for myself, turquoise is for me. So I had, like, when I got my nails done, I had to work for Instacart. I wanted to schedule the haircut because my daughter did not have school, but we actually got it scheduled here. So I just wrote it in pencil. Red is my YouTube schedule. I have my mom's birthday. My daughter's pink, so she had no school this week. She had a dentist appointment, and then she has no school here. And then my husband is green, so he has his pay days, his date night. And then RE, those are when I know RE stands for Ricky's exam. So these are things that look like, this is what it looks like right now. I put everything in here. I put everybody's schedule, even my work schedule, my posting schedule, everything is in one spot. I color code it though, so if my husband was looking at this, he could just look and say, okay, where's the green? And he would know green was for him. Or if he wanted to see my daughter's schedule, he would know to look for the pink, okay? So that's kind of what that looks like. Let me show you February, a blank one. So when I first purchased this, I went through it, and I put, you know, I had parent-teacher conference, early release. We know these here. My daughter's birthday, we're going to celebrate it on this day though. Ricky, my husband's boss's daughter's birthday party is on this time. Valentine's Day, but we're gonna celebrate on our regular date night, so we have that marked. My daughter doesn't have school here. These are the zone. I take note of what zone I was in for the month. Okay, so that's, you know, I can kind of look ahead. Let me move up. I'm gonna go to May real quick to kind of show you also. So my daughter has a half day, and then there's no school, and then we're going on a cruise, and then my husband has some time off. So I've marked, you know, this is vacation time. I'm marking this ahead of time, and then I can go in on a monthly basis and make it look a little more fun, you know, with the stamps. But that's what I do. And then let's look at my weekly spread real quick. So like I said, I have the week and my time. So I just have on here my morning routine, which I can then look at my control journal and see specifically. My afternoon routine, so I have like self-care. Those are days that I go to the gym. Afternoon routine for me, I have which part of those would be my daily focuses or the weekly plan. Most of this consists of my weekly plan, which is part of Fly Lady's daily focuses, and then part of my self-employment work time. So I basically I work from 10 to 3 between YouTube, my travel agency, and stuff. So I have on the end of the week is where I focus on Flylady home tasks. So like I said, I have my planning day, I have grocery shopping and laundry, my zone cleaning and stuff. So I do it a little different than the Flylady, but I do what works for me. And then these are like my working days. And then Monday, if we do have doctor's appointments or getting our nails done or something, I try to do it on a Monday. And then I just have evening here, and then I mark, you know, my daughter's schedule. When is she going to school? When do I pick her up? We have date night. So I mean, you can kind of see like this is what I got going on. But otherwise, when I start the week, I have a blank slate, and then I can put it in there specifically what I have. So that's what mine looks like. I've been playing around with these stamps a little bit, so you know, I'm liking it so far. And then here's my daughter's. Like I said, she wanted to use the stamp. She saw the collection here. So she marked when she had no school. So she had no school this week. And then on the weekends, she doesn't have school. And then Martin Luther King Jr. Day, she won't have school. And then she used my tidy up stamp. So she does participate in the 5-minute home rescue that we do. You know, she's in charge of helping with that. And she also has to, you know, wash her dishes when she's done using her dishes after dinner. So she has her daily tidying up. She can earn her chore money based on helping with the home blessing hour and specific zone tasks. If we're in zone 1 or 4, she has some tasks to do, and then she helps with the home blessing hour. So she has 5 tasks that she can do and earn her money, and then I pay her on Friday, so she has her little pay here. So this is for my 7-year-old, you guys. So even the kids can have their own calendar. They learn from you. They think it's fun if you have stickers or stamps or something like that. I just gave her a month spread. She doesn't need a weekly spread like I do, not as much detail. This goes in her room, and then again, mine just goes on my counter. My control journal stays, and then this is the YMCA fitness schedule. So I just have it here so I know, and then I keep the calendar, I keep the current week open. Sorry, it's loud. So today's Thursday, which is my planning day. So that's what I'm working on today. If you don't have a calendar or a planner or something already, please consider getting one as soon as you can. And what I like to do, like I showed you, I like to just sit down and fill out as much as I can for the whole year ahead of time. So birthdays, school schedules, things like that. Try to fill those out for the whole year up front. Whatever you do already know, vacation time, whatever you know ahead of time, go ahead and plug it in for the whole year, and then you can come back on a monthly basis and a weekly basis and make specific details. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 15. Bye!